Have you ever heard of someone going into a hospital with a broken leg and never coming out? It sounds impossible, right? But this actually happened. A man went into a hospital for treatment, and days later, he was found. Not in a hospital bed, not even in a room, but in the ceiling of the hospital. This is the strange and shocking story of Sandile Sibiya, a man who vanished without a trace, and was later found in the last place anyone expected. Let's start at the beginning. Sandile was just a normal guy living in Durban, South Africa. One day, he got badly injured. His leg was broken. His family rushed him to the hospital. They were worried, of course, but they thought he would be fine. After all, it was just a broken leg, and he was now in the hands of doctors. Sandile was admitted to the hospital, taken into the emergency room, and that's the last time his family saw him. At first, there was no panic. Hospitals can be busy. Maybe he was taken for x-rays or treatment, but hours went by, and then more hours, and still, no one knew where Sandile was. The family started asking questions. The staff checked the rooms, bathrooms, the entire ward. Nothing. They checked the camera footage, and what they found made everything worse. The CCTV showed Sandile entering the hospital, but there was no footage of him leaving. It was like he had vanished into thin air. The hospital staff were confused. The family was angry and scared. The police were called in. They searched the hospital, top to bottom. Every room, every hallway, every exit. But there was no sign of Sandile. His name was not in the discharge papers. He wasn't in any of the hospital's systems. He wasn't transferred. He didn't leave with anyone. He just disappeared. The story spread fast. News channels picked it up. People online were talking. Some said maybe he had escaped. Others thought he could have been kidnapped, maybe even something darker. Some people believed this was part of organ trafficking or a hospital cover-up. These rumors made everything worse for Sandile's family. But here's where the story gets really strange. 2 weeks later, hospital workers noticed something odd. There was a bad smell coming from the ceiling of one of the rooms. At first, they thought maybe it was a dead rat or some old wires burning, but the smell got worse. So the maintenance team came in, removed one of the ceiling panels, and what they saw shocked everyone. Sandile Sibiya was there, alive, lying between the wires and pipes in the dusty ceiling. No one could understand it. A man with a broken leg inside the hospital ceiling. He was weak, dirty, hungry, and very scared, but somehow still breathing. He had been up there for days, surviving in total darkness. No food, no clean water, no help. Only the sound of people below him, walking around, not knowing he was right above their heads. They quickly pulled him out and rushed him into treatment. Doctors were speechless. Nurses couldn't believe it. Even the police were confused. Everyone had been searching for him, and all this time, he was inside the very same hospital. The big question was, how did he get up there? Some people think Sandile was confused. Maybe he was under strong medication or in a lot of pain, and somehow managed to climb up, trying to find a place to rest or escape. But remember, his leg was broken. Others believe he may have had a mental health episode. Maybe he thought someone was after him. Maybe he felt unsafe. So, in a panic, he crawled into the ceiling to hide. Some even asked, could someone have put him there? No one knows for sure. There were no clear answers. Sandile himself was not in a condition to explain. After so many days without food and water, he was very weak and confused. And even after he recovered, he didn't remember everything. His memory was unclear, and he could not explain how he got up there or why he stayed silent. The hospital faced heavy criticism. People wanted answers. His family demanded justice. They believed Sandile had been ignored or even mistreated, and that's why no one found him earlier. The hospital promised to do an investigation, but nothing ever fully explained what happened. Even today, people talk about this case as one of the strangest missing person stories in South Africa. And honestly, can you blame them? This wasn't a missing person lost in the woods or a faraway country. This was a man in a public building, surrounded by people, security, cameras, and staff. And still, he disappeared for 15 days and was found in the ceiling. It's a mystery that feels like it belongs in a movie, but it's real. And it shows us that sometimes even the safest places can hold the strangest secrets.